There's one core memory I have from when I was younger, and it completely shifted the way I view success or getting what you want in life. And it happened when I was in the second grade. Every day, our teacher, Miss Williams, would have story time, and she would gather us all on the floor by her rocker chair, and she would read like a storybook for us. And she told us we're not allowed to do anything while she's reading her story. I actually loved Miss Williams, and I actually loved story time, but I hated sitting still and like listening to the story. So I would often take a homework assignment that was due the following day and bring it with me to the floor and work on it while she was reading her story. That probably should have been the early indicator that I had ADHD, but I digress. And one day, my classmate Phil raised his hand in the middle of story time and said, "Miss Williams, Jenny isn't just sitting listening to your story. She's always doing something else." She looked at Phil and she looked at me and she said, "I know, Jenny's always secretly doing her homework, which you're not supposed to do, but that's okay. She does it quietly, so we'll let it happen." And in that moment, there were two things I learned. Number one, there's always an exception to a rule. You just have to figure out how to be the exception. And number two, rules are meant to be broken as long as you understand the intent behind the rule. Miss Williams set the rule, you can't do anything else during story time but listen. What she really meant was, I want everyone to be quiet. As long as you're quiet during story time and not bothering anybody else, it's okay. I've carried that with me of when I hear a rule, I'm like, well, what's the intent behind the rule? And well, there's probably gonna be an exception, so how do I be the exception? I'm not saying you should act like you're above other people. I'm not saying that you should be disrespectful to other people. But if you believe that there's an exception, there's a way around it, or you try to understand and have like cognitive skills to think like, well, what's the why behind the rule and not just like follow it blindly, the world will open up for you. Follow for more videos about ambition, success, and culture.